Welcome to CCN TV News, your premier source for local and international news. From the streets of Kingston to the capitals of the world, we are ready to cover you stories that shape our world. Stay tuned for breaking news. Every nation has its icons, but Jamaica gave the world legends whose voices, laughter, and resilience shaped our identity. From a cultural mother who gave us our voice, to TV hosts who became family, to queens of talk who never backed down. But here's the question no one dares to ask. What is the real truth behind Jamaica's icons? Miss Lou, Neville Bell, Miss Kitty, and Simone Clarke-Cooper. Today, we reveal what the cameras never showed you. Before dancehall, before reggae conquered the world, there was Miss Lou, Louise Bennett Coverley, a poet, a folklorist, a cultural warrior who dared to speak in Jamaican patois at a time when society tried to silence it. But here's the truth. Miss Lou wasn't just telling jokes or reciting poems. She was waging war. Every rhyme was resistance. Every Anansi story was a declaration that Jamaican language mattered. When others bowed to colonial culture, Miss Lou laughed in its face. She said, "If you can't talk good English, talk your Jamaican tongue proud." But what most Jamaicans don't know is this. Miss Lou faced ridicule. She was mocked by elites who said patois was for the uneducated. And yet she stood firm, giving us permission to love our voice. Today, when the diaspora hears patois abroad, that confidence traces back to Miss Lou. Without her, Jamaica's cultural pride might have been erased. That is her untold truth. Next, we move to Neville Bell. For decades, his smile, charm, and seasoned voice have been the morning heartbeat of the island. Host of Smile Jamaica on TVJ, Neville is more than just a broadcaster. He is the uncle, the big brother, the calm voice who carried us through mornings of laughter, tears, and national crisis. But here's the hidden truth. Neville Bell isn't just a host. He's a mentor, a motivator, and a survivor. Off screen, he battled his own storms, the passing of loved ones, the challenge of keeping faith in a changing media landscape, and still showing up every morning with that smile. Audiences saw a man cracking jokes, but behind the jokes was a foundation of faith and resilience. Neville turned TV into a family gathering. He reminded Jamaicans at home and abroad, no matter how divided we are, there's always room for a smile. Neville's true legacy, not just years of TV hosting, but teaching us the power of consistency, kindness, and keeping joy alive in a troubled nation. Now let's talk about Kadeen Miss Kitty Hilton Wilkinson, the Fluffy Diva, bold, outspoken, unapologetic. She is a hurricane on air, and recently she is now on CVM Media, a courtroom in human form, cross-examining anyone who dares to step wrong. But here's the truth no one tells. Miss Kitty is more than controversy and loud talk. Behind the diva persona is a woman of discipline, law, and intelligence, a trained attorney, a media powerhouse, a brand built brick by brick. She mastered the art of public debate, taking on politicians, celebrities with razor-sharp arguments. And in doing so, she gave a generation of Jamaican women permission to own their voice. But it wasn't easy. Miss Kitty has faced body shaming, cyberbullying, and critics who said she was too much. Yet she flipped every insult into fuel. She turned fluffy into empowerment. She turned haters into motivators. Love her or hate her, Miss Kitty forces Jamaica to confront uncomfortable truths, and that is why she remains an icon. Finally, we arrive at Simone Clarke-Cooper. Elegant, poised, sharp. She is the definition of resilience. For over 25 years, Simone has been more than a host. She has been Jamaica's storyteller. From TV to corporate boardrooms, she mastered communication. She built SimSpeak, her own platform, proving that authenticity is a business. But here's the untold truth. Simone's journey started under strict rules. No errands, no pants, no shortcuts. Discipline shaped her voice, and hardship sharpened her authenticity. When Jamaicans see Simone on stage, they see elegance. But behind the elegance is a woman who fought to balance faith, family, career, and criticism. Her true power. She makes vulnerability look strong. She shows Jamaicans that you can be polished and still be real. She is proof that in a world full of noise, authenticity wins. So what is the truth about Jamaica's icons? Miss Lou gave us our language, Neville gave us joy, Miss Kitty gave us courage, Simone gave us authenticity. 4 voices, 4 eras, 4 battles, one shared legacy. To remind Jamaica never to shrink, never to doubt, and never to lose our voice. These icons are more than celebrities. They are mirrors of Jamaica itself. Proud, defiant, elegant, and unbreakable. And if the world ever forgets their names, one thing will remain clear. Jamaica's icons don't just tell our story. They are our story.